Please give me some reactions if you can hear me. All right. So I guess what happened yesterday is not going to repeat itself today. Everybody's muted. All right. So I'm going to give us a little while. Start in the next 3 minutes. Let me go and inform everybody. So while I'm waiting for rest of us to join, the issue that was raised yesterday about the link not being safe and made me safe. Please, I want us to understand something that this is a free training, so I don't know why we will possibly want to bring people in on board with something that is not safe. The truth is, HTTP and HTTPS. HTTP is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, while HTTPS is Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secured. Yes, it's secure, but that is not all websites that are not secured. I want to understand that. Some websites are not secured. Now, that link that's being shared is from a link shortener. I don't know if parents are with me. Parents, if you are with your child, they give me thumbs up. Parents, if you are with your child, please give me thumbs up. Okay, thank you. One, two, three, four. Correct. Okay, thank you. So it's a link shortener, just like bit.ly and tiny URL and shortening something. All these link shortener just the reason is because the restaurant form link is too long. Now, looking at if I sent the restaurant form link now, if someone wants to share with friends now, you can just you start thinking of how what to type. It has a lot of binary codes and all that, numbers, numbers, letters mixed with alphanumeric stuff. That's way too long. So we decided to use a link shortener to shorten the entire link to the website. I believe when you clicked on the link, you saw it took you to a sign up form where you signed up your distance. So it's the same thing. It's just a link shortener. Okay. So it's easy to put in your head. I mean, if you want to tell your friends to join or family to join, you just tell them abrify.syz / coding for kids. I mean, it's simpler than wamation.com / abcforckt1245. All those, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. You can't put all those ones there, but see, what's easy to put to your head is it's that's why we have the link shortener. You see some link shorteners like b.ly / webinar 2.0 or webinar tech webinar 4. I mean anybody that sees it b.ly / webinar 4. I created one for a special private training with my one of my students, and I just put it bit.ly / the person's name, and that was it. So the person can easily join with the phone. All you need to just type it on a laptop, and that's all, or her phone, and she has it in her head. So please, I want to understand something. Some places, yes, I understand we're trying to be security cautious because you are scammers. But whether you when you are given a link and the link it's someone, if I believe you all participated in the class, and I know that people that laid that complaint yesterday participated in the class yesterday, and yet still they feel the link is not secured. I don't know. Speaking from the responses, the feedback from the training of yesterday, I want to believe that we all enjoyed the class yesterday and we saw that it was really awesome. So I don't want to think that we are scammers. Ogamas Technology is not a company that we scam people. We teach we have integrity. Um we know what we are doing. We don't do nonsense. We teach what we want to teach. We do what we want to do with all our hearts, with all our minds. So please, I want to get that straight. Okay, please, let's not make any mistake. And yes, you need to be careful as well for scammers. Yes, but then I want to have our word that we are not scammers. Okay, please, and please take note of that. Thank you very much. So I have two more minutes to continue the class. Please, for while I'm waiting for other people to join, still those of you that were in the classes today, please, if your child enjoyed the class, can you give me some reactions so I will know that we did? I mean, if you have any question, please, if you're raising up your hand, please put your question in the in-call message. All right. Thank you, Mr. Godwin. Thank you, Oladipo. Thank you, Ismail. I don't know how to pronounce some names. I'm not good with native names, Nigerian names. So please pardon me if I don't pronounce the names correctly. Okay, so I think is the name. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that means we all had got value from yesterday's class. Please, Mr. Theophilus and Miss Aminat, please, can you put your response on the equal message? I appreciate that. Should we start the class? Because yes, we're going to start now. I'm just wanting. Okay, we should start now. All right, so let's proceed then. Okay, so now we're going to go into two things. First of all, we're going to go into Python. I want to believe that most of us have installed Python on our computer already. So, for those of you that haven't, are using the online platform, that are using mobile devices, and we want to use the online platform, I'm going to send the link now. But before I do that, what's this person saying? I'm coming, please. I didn't see this person's message. Yes, the class starts now. Yes, people say we should not wait again. Time is going. Yes, the time is going. Class starts now. At least it's almost 10 now. So I'm going to share my screen now. So before I leave, I cannot see anybody's face after now. So please, if you have any question, please drop your question in the equal message. I'll come back to this interface when it is time for questions. So I'm not going to come back here because I want to see your faces. For this training, I'll be using my phone. Then for subsequent trainings, I'm going to, don't worry, when we get to a point where I will use my laptop, I just want those people that are using mobile devices not to worry that they or think that they are left out. You can, because many of the trainings we've organized, notice that parents are like feeling like they can't use their mobile devices. I want to show you that it's possible to use a mobile device. Okay. So please, if you can see my screen, can you give me some thumbs up? If you can see my screen, come on, I can see my screen. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, so I can shift from the screen now. Okay, so moving on. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the website I used to generate those that are before I mentioned. So those of you that are thinking that, see, I've generated a lot of links before in the past, and people, not just for myself. So you need not to worry about that. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to send the online Python URL to those of you using a mobile device. So this is, I will send the URL to the income message right away. Once you get the message, what you can do is when you click on it, it always gives you a template or dummy for you to know how it works, just to see that the code is working. So by the time I run this code, you see that it's going to run. I'm going to share the link right away. So those of you using mobile devices, you can use this website. I'm going to send the link as well. I said, so it's going to run now, and yes, this is the terminal part. Okay, so yeah, so you say enter first number, the code is being run now. I press the enter second number two, then it tells me the sum of one and two is three. This is a simple program anyway. The sum of one and and two is three. So it's a simple program. So anyway, so when you get the listing, you all need to do just to delete everything on the code. So once I'm done deleting everything on the code, I'll copy the URL and paste it on our equal message. Okay. All right. So that's that. That's that. So I'm going to copy it. I've copied it, and I'm going to the equal message. So please, if you're following me, can you give me thumbs up? Please, if you're raising up your hand, I want you to understand. Are we designing a website in this training? Please, this training is not for website development. Like I said, okay, it's not in this session. we're trying to build a foundation, and the simplest programming languages are what we're going to use. Because if we don't have a good foundation, I think I mentioned that yesterday. If you don't have a good foundation for your children, you won't be able to understand the basics. And building a website is more advanced than Python and Scratch and other basic programming languages. So we are starting with the simplest programming language. Said I'm too fast. I actually not really said anything anyway. I already said I'm going to send the link to the. Oh, I'm so sorry. And naturally, I talk fast. I will try and reduce my speed. Okay. So please, I am sending the link now. So those of you that are using a mobile device, please do well to use this. Okay. I want us to do a little bit of robotics today as well, because I learned that some people want some children wants to become robots, robotic. I don't know what the father said. His daughter said he wants to do. So I'm sharing the link. So please, for those of you that are just joining, just use the link. Okay. Miss Titilayo Edwards, am I too fast now? Am I comfortable? Yeah, if you're using mobile device, you can click on the link now. That's not a problem. But just for the course of this class, you can click on the link to test it. But please come back to the income message so that you can follow up what I'm teaching. Otherwise, you need to see what I'm teaching your child. So you can just click on the link to test that is working, and you can check out the link later on. Okay, it's just for you to write your code to practice. All right, so that's that. Give me a second. Let me. Okay. Coming. Okay. All right. So someone should please let me take a screenshot and send screenshot of the call and send to the group that I've started already, so that other people can join. Because I don't want to repeat myself when it's time for us to do anything. So please, someone should please take a screenshot and send to the group. All right. So moving on. This is the website. Okay. So I'm going to go to the slide I prepared for Python. Okay. So this is it. So now I made mention of Python as, sorry, I don't know. I'll try possible best not to be too fast. So I mentioned that we have two types of programming. I'm just going to skip to that. For those of you that were not in yesterday's class, please watch the video of yesterday, and I'm going to believe that you're able to learn something from there. So yesterday I mentioned of two types of programming. We have the test based programming and the block based programming. Now I mentioned that Python is an example of a test based programming. Likewise, HTML and CSS, Java, um, C, C++, C sharp, Arduino, even the robotics one. You have that. But now we have the block based programming. You have Scratch, you have Blockly, you have um even Arduino now has a block-based programming platform. Okay, so all programming languages fall under these two categories. Okay, um, please, if you are with me, can you give me thumbs up? All right, thank you. So I guess I can continue, right? Okay, thank you very much. So moving on. So this is Python. Now we're going to talk about Python. Now it's for age 5 to 12. But if you're a beginner, you can still learn. As far as you don't know anything in tech, we're just learning. You just want to get the basics, okay? You just want to lay foundation. All right. So okay, let me confirm that I'm audible. Please, I'm audible enough. Can you give me thumbs up? Is this thumbs up for I'm audible enough? Oh, okay, thank you. All right. So now Python, what is Python? Python is a popular and versatile programming language known for its simplicity and readability. I said we want to start with the basics, we want to lay the foundation for kids, okay? So that's why we're starting with something that is simple and easy to understand, easy to read, okay? It is widely used by various domains, including web development, data analysis, machine learning, and more. And these ones that are added, including these, are more advanced than what your child should know at the beginning. The truth is that your child can advance. It's knowing advanced Python, like the advanced itself, like there are levels to learning, right? Like you have JS1, JS2. The thing is that with time, with short time, your child can be able to learn all these things, and you'll be amazed at what they can do with these platforms. Okay, I think I showed us how much um programmers earn. So that's that. So Python is a computer programming language. It is a set of rules and instructions that people use to communicate with computers and make them do specific tasks. I think I need to zoom in a little bit so that some people can see this. Okay, so Python is known for this, and I already said that already, which means it is easy to understand and write. All right, so it's a text-based programming language anyway, just as I mentioned earlier. Okay, so moving on. In Python, you can write programs using words. Yes, this is what makes text programming language, because you write your code using words, number, and special symbol that the computer can understand. These programs can be simple or complex depending on what you want. Depending on what you want the computer to do. Right, so I'm going to skip some of these parts because these parts are just theoretical parts of the Python programming language. Okay, so I did a video. So this is a slide anyway. I did a video on how to install Python with computer, and I was expecting that some people will have some issues, but it seems everybody was able to successfully install Python. So please, if you are unable to install Python and you have a desktop computer, not a Chromebook is like more or less like an Android device. It uses Android OS. If you are using a Windows operating system or Linux or Mac or what have you, please do well to watch the video. Okay, although the video is strictly for Mac, Windows users. So if you're using Mac OS and you want to install Python on your computer, please do well to reach out to me. I will guide you on how to do that. Okay, so this is the installation process. I'm going to skip this as well because everything that you can see here is done in the video. Okay, everything you can see here is done in the video. All right, so that's that. So now in Python, to start with, instead of using a laptop, to start with Python, all you need to do is to, once you've successfully installed Python, you press the window key. I think I covered this in the video as well. Press the window key and you type IDLE, and you'll be able to see your IDLE. Now IDLE stands for Integrated Development Learning Environment. Integrated Development Learning Environment, more or less like IDE, that is Integrated Development Environment. But this is where you write your code. IDE is where you write your code. Okay. All right. So please let me confirm that you are following me. Please, are you all following me? Please give me thumbs up if you are following me. As someone send the screenshot to the group, please. As someone send, please, if you send the screenshots, give me thumbs down. I want to know if you are the one that sent the screenshots. If you have sent the screenshot, give me thumbs down. Thumbs down if you are the one that sent the screenshot. Thank you very much, Temitope. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, so now let's proceed. Let's proceed. All right. So start. Okay, press the start key on your keyboard, and then you type Python IDLE. Okay, the windows that opens is called the interactive mode of the window. Now, Python has two should I say interfaces where you can write your code. The first interface is what you see when you click on this when you click on open. That's number 3 here. When you click on open, the first interface you see is called the interactive mode. Now, why is it called interactive mode? You know, when I'm communicating with you now, like I said, if you can hear me, give me a response, and immediately you give me a response, right? Good. That's interaction, right? Where you are communicating, call and response. You communicating to the computer. So that's the interactive mode for you. So once you write a line of code, once you press the enter key, it executes that code immediately. It doesn't wait until you are done typing the entire list of codes. So when you're typing let me say you're typing on Microsoft Word, or you're typing a letter to your friend, talking to the children now, writing a letter to your friend. When you're writing the letter, or you're writing ABCD, you write ABC. You may possibly not write ABCD on one line. I mean A to Z. Possibly not write it on one line. You may have to go to the next line, and then probably the next 2 to 3, 4 lines before you are done writing A to Z. Now, if you are doing this in the interactive mode, you will have to press enter, and once you press enter, it will run that code. It will not wait for you to finish A to Z. It will run that first one. But what you want it to do is to run it when it's done, when you are done typing what A, B, C to Z. So it means that we can't do that in the interactive mode. Why? Because it's telling you that once you finish that first line, run. Go to the next line, run. Third line, run. Like that. That's how it works. That's interactive mode. Okay? So for you to be able to change the mode that you want to be able to type all your lines of code and get executed one step at a time, okay, you click on, for those of you using mobile, those of you using the laptop, the Windows, you go to file, you click on file, and when you click on file, you click on new file, and then the next mode you see is the script mode. Okay, now the script mode, please give me thumbs up if I'm not too fast. Give me thumbs down if I'm fast. Thumbs down if I'm fast. Titilayo Edwards. Hey God. Okay, I said I'm too fast. Wow. Okay. For those of you that I'm trying my possible best not to be fast. I don't know how. I'm trying my possible not to be fast, at the same time trying to cover up some things so that we don't miss out. So please if I'm too fast, if you feel I'm too fast, since some people said I'm not too fast, please, you may have to I'm sorry, you may have to watch these videos because we have just 1 hour, and I still want us to dive into robotics a little because robotics is broad. I don't want to dive into a little robotics. I'm not trying to cover up the syllabus like I said yesterday, but like the little that I'm able to cover, I want us to understand. Okay, so please, if I'm too fast, just maybe you may have to watch the videos and maybe pause it and try to understand it. But then, but still, I said I'm too fast. The little you're able to get, I hope you're able to understand what I said. So let me just summarize what I just said. Now I said there are 2 modes in Python. You have the script mode and the interactive mode. Interactive mode is more or less like call and response. Okay, interactive mode, you tell the person, like I said, if you are too the experiment I just did now, I asked you guys, if I'm too fast, give me thumbs up. If I'm okay, I'm talking accurately, give me thumbs down or thumbs up, whatever. But the point is that it's the interactive mode. You guys gave me responsibility. You didn't wait until the end of the class before you gave me response. You gave me the response immediately I asked that question. You didn't wait till the end of the class. So that is, isn't it? What is the problem? That is the interactive mode. So now the script mode, if I was running this code, if I was asking this question on let me say, I'm using this in-call message, this on Google Chat, this Google meeting as an example. But having this writing this code on the script mode, you all will have to wait until the end of the class before giving me thumbs up, and then before answering all my questions. Like now, I'm going to. You see, we have okay. Let me see the in-call message. Okay, now if I'm going to all the questions that are here, this is a script. Okay, so for me to be able to I'm writing my code on the script mode, I will have to read the first line of code, which says please, we should start the class. I will execute this one. As the class started, I will execute the second line. I will designing website. I will execute the third line. I can't hear him. I will execute that one. Please, you are too fast. I'm not following. I will execute that one. Line by line. That is the script mode. But the interactive mode, once I write this line of code, this first line that Mr. Raji sent, once I press the enter key on my keyboard, Mr. Raji said, please, we should start the class because time is going. Once I write that line of code, I press the enter key, it will execute that line immediately. It doesn't wait for me to finish writing the entire code, like the whole script that you're seeing on my screen now. It will execute the line of code immediately. Do you understand now? Alrighty. Please give me a message on the incoming or give me thumbs up if you understand now. Okay, good, beautiful, beautiful. So that's you still don't understand. Okay. I'm sorry you since many of us understand, please you may have to watch the recording so that we don't have to spend so much time. Okay. So please and please just do well to watch the recording. Okay, so that's and let me just continue. We already spent so much time on explaining interactive mode. I've not written one line of code since then. Alright, so now writing your first program. Now the online platform, please note that the online platform uses the script mode, which is the best mode to run your code. If you're just doing some testing and some basic stuff, you just want some quick run of program, you can use the script mode in interactive mode. But if you want to write a real program, like a program to calculate the age of a person, the number of years the person have lived, you want to calculate, yes, it's possible to write that kind of code in Python. You can calculate the number of years that your daddy has lived. Even your child, you can calculate parents that you calculate the number of days, number of seconds, number of minutes, number of hours. With Python, you can do that calculation. You can write a program to do that. You can program to calculate the grades of students, to grade the students, that if the students have if the students score 50, give the person is it C now? I think it's C for 50. Scores above 50 or below 50, give the person F and all that. So it automatically do all that for you. That's a program. You can do that program as well. Okay, and many other programs. So I don't want to talk much on that. So that's that. Now in programming, to when you're writing a line of code, okay, is the best practice whenever I told you guys that there are many kinds of programming language. The way you write, you print hello world in Python is different from the way you print hello world in Java. It's different from the way you print hello world even in block-based programming. It's different from that. So all programming languages have their own way of doing that. Some of them are similar, but they all achieve one goal if you want to do it. Okay, so to print hello world in Python is very simple. You have the print command. You just type the print in all commands in Python are in lowercase. The print is a command. The input function is a command. All these are what commands are written in lowercase. Okay, and not in capital letter. Please, if you made a mistake and write a capital letter, your code will not run because it will sit as a variable. Okay, I'm not going to talk about variable now in this class. I want to just do this. Now, this first line of code, as you can see here, I don't know if I can zoom in on my. Okay, I can zoom in on this. If you can see the first line of using the mobile phone, the first line of code, it says # online Python -id something. That line of code is a comment. Now, once the computer runs the code, I told you that this is the script mode. The online platform is a script mode. Once the computer runs the line of code, once it sees a line that starts with the # symbol, it sees it as what? As a comment, which means it's not for him. It doesn't concern the computer to run. That's the meaning. So if you want, a comment is for user. Okay, so welcome to day 2. Now this is for us to understand that this is just a welcome to day 2. It's not going to print it. If I run this code, it's not going to do anything. Why? Because it's empty. As you can see, it's empty. The execution is not going to execute anything. You can see that we have an empty code. Nothing is being executed. So now we need to write something. Maybe I want to print welcome to day 2. I'll come here and type print, open brackets, then I put my this thing, quotations now, and then type welcome to day 2. Now I run the code and you have this. Okay, so I'm going to give us a little assignment. I will want us, the children now. I don't know. Do we all get this? How to print in Python now? Do we all get that now? You see, that's very simple. Do we all get it? Please thumbs up if you got it. Okay. No, sir. Tom, I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up. Is Titi Liar, or I don't know the person that said you don't understand before? Is that person there? Are you still with us? Ah, okay. To print in Python is very simple. You want to just print something basic. Please, if you see this on your mobile phone, this is an ad. Just click on the cancel button at the top, and you have to remove it. You just start the print, then you open your brackets, and then there's the quotation. You use the quotation mark, the quotation symbol here, and you will able to do what? You open it, then you type what you want the computer to print. It can be anything, it doesn't matter. Welcome. Okay, let me say welcome. Daddy, welcome from work. Daddy, welcome home. How was work today? So now I want you to know that the number of open brackets must be equal to the number of closed brackets. Now I have one bracket that is open here, which means that I must close my bracket as well. As you can see at the last line, you see that I have a closed bracket at the right, and then the open bracket there, and the open quotation and the closed quotation. So if I print this now, it's going to run and says because it's running now, it's executing. It says welcome daddy, welcome home. How was work today? So you see this is a print statement. Okay, so those of you that said you didn't understand, do you get it now? Do you get it now? Please, if you did not get it now, please you have to watch the recordings. Okay, please, you have to watch the recordings if you don't understand it now, because we're already running out of time. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's that. So I'm going to give us a little assignment. We're going to there are many more things that we can do with Python. The assignment I'm going to give us is, that's for the children now, is to write a program to welcome, no, not to welcome, to ask daddy for something, your favorite, anything you want daddy to write a program to print it, to print what you want daddy to and mommy to do for you. Just try that program and put it on the e-commerce, on the WhatsApp group, not today, not immediately, later in the day. Okay, so that's that. So when you're done, you can save your Python code. Like now, I can't save my Python code. I want to save this code. Okay, it's already reloaded. Okay, it's always advisable that you save your code. So I am going to delete everything now. Print welcome to class. Okay, so now to save the code, if you are using a mobile phone, you see a diskette at the top here. Can you see this? What I'm touching? Now you click on that thing, it's showing the save file to disk, and this file will be saved on your mobile phone. When I click on save file to disk, it asks me, okay, what is the file name? I can edit this file name if I want to. I can edit it. Now the default is main.py. Now py stands for Python, is a file extension for Python, so it must be there. .py must be what's there, otherwise it doesn't know the kind of file it is. So I can name it welcome to the 2.py, and I put yes. So it's not saved. You can see it's downloaded already. So if I want to now open that file, let me see, I have this is main.py, right? So I can decide to open the file. Now I click on this, you see here, I click on this folder icon, say open file from disk. I click on it, and I'm able to, it asks me where I choose an action where you want to use it from. I click on files. So when I get to my files, it then opens the menu for me. I'm waiting for that now. Okay, it opens the menu. I don't know if you can, I don't know if this is being shared. So you locate the file where it's been gotten from. So you can see it here. Welcome to, this is the file here. Welcome to the recent file, the most recent file. You can sort by recency. Sort by recency to know modify newest first, so that you can see it at the top. It comes to the first file. So I click on that and I open. As you can see, welcome to day2.py is being opened. Okay, so that's that. I want to pause here a little. I want to quickly, like I said, I meant to stop in 7 minutes ago and talk about some things about robotics. So I'm going to pause here on this for this Python. So there are many things you can do with Python. But I want us to dive into robotics a little. Okay, so that we can have little idea on that. So your class was fun. Thank you very much for that remark. All right, so I'm going to go into robotics now. Now, I want to understand something about robotics. Now, many of us will think that robots are only in the robots that you see like a human form. No, robots are anything that can work, that can function without human supervision. They are programmed to function without you telling it what to do manually. Okay, for example, most of you children would have gone to most children would have gone to maybe a hotel or some restaurants. You see all this, you go to shopping malls, you see that some, and when you get to enter a restaurant or a shopping mall, you see that there's someone at the gate that opens the door for you. Okay, there are some advanced, or should I say more modernized shopping malls and maybe hotels or whatever, that once you enter, before you enter, the door opens for you. It doesn't have someone there standing waiting to open the door for you. The door opens by itself. Please, if you have seen such before, can you give me a thumbs up if you have seen something like that? You're about to enter the place and the door opens by itself. That is without human supervision. Nobody asks you to do. Another example, in fact, the basic example is the traffic lights. The traffic light you see on the road is, I would love to call it a robot. Why? Because nobody is there controlling it. I don't know if anybody is there controlling, but if with what I'm seeing, if I'm to say that what I'm seeing is automatically, you can see the countdown, right? It's counting 10, 9, 8 before it turns green, it turns red, and all that. So if I assume that nobody is controlling it manually, it's just there, because I wonder who will be using his hand to be typing the time, the number of times they countdown. So I want to believe it's automated. Okay, and that's also a robot. Why? Because it doesn't need much supervision. It works on its own, and it's like I said yesterday, computers are garbage in, garbage out. So if something is wrong with it, you have to fix it, right? It doesn't just stop working on its own. Something would have made not to work, and it doesn't have an error unless there's an error in the code. Okay, that is how robots works. So if you write a program where robots should clean, most parents too should have most of your houses, you have a washing machine where you just press the button and it washes your clothes for you. You don't wash your clothes manually anymore, right? I'll classify that also is anything that does without human supervision. You have the cleaning machine, once you choose to power it on, and once you power it on, automatically it cleans the entire floor. It sweeps the entire floor. Vacuum cleaners, all those ones that they work without you using your hand to be moving it. You just put it on the floor and you press this and it cleans the entire floor. That's a robot. You have seen in some cartoons where you hear someone just claps his hands and light turns on, or even just by voice recognition, or even laser listening, and the door opens by itself once it recognizes someone. All these things are robots. We did something in our lab, one of our labs. We created a smart dustbin. You know, germs are not good for the body, right? So, and you using your hands to touch the dustbin makes germs, gets your hands get contaminated. Okay, so we made a smart dustbin. We talked about something. Made a smart dustbin whereby if the dustbin sees someone coming close to it, once the person comes close to it, it opens by itself. We gave it a particular range of distance whereby, so that it may not be that someone is just passing and doesn't want to use the trash can. So you must be so close to the dustbin to show that you really want to use the dustbin, then it will open for you. So if you are a little you are distant from it and you're just passing, it will open. Why? Because it assumes that the range of distance we gave it, you see, it's programmed, right? And like I said, it must be programmed to do what it has to do. So the range of distance given to it, okay, is that if you must be close to be able to use it. So when you are close, it opens by itself. So once you are close, open by itself, and then you drop your trash can, you don't need to open it by that. That is a robot. It's not supervised by human. It's programmed to do what it asks it to do. Okay, do we get that? Now, moving on. Now there are some things. Now nobody just come on his own. Now the reason why we're not going to go too deep into the robotics, because we will need to get some components, and like I said, it's more advanced than what we think. So we will need to start with the basic. I'm just sensitizing everybody. This 3 days training just for sensitization, to open your eyes to all these things. Like I said yesterday, there are a lot of people that are doing a lot of things. In kids that are doing a lot when they are not in this country. We are yet to bridge that gap. We Nigerians are going to do exploits. All right. So moving on. This is from one of our partners. So now, just like we have a brain, okay, just like we have a brain, the robot don't just work on his own. Okay, it has something that makes it to think, that does all the function. Like I'm talking now, what I'm able to think or what to say is because of my brain. Likewise, the robots, you program the brain. I program my brain to understand what I'm going to teach you all. Okay, so I program my brain. I've written all those codes in my head so that I'm able to dish it out to you all. So that's the same way robots also have this part of their body to make a robot function the way it functions. It don't just function on its own. Now, one of the things that makes this thing work are called microcontrollers. And an example of a microcontroller is called this is the Arduino. I mentioned this yesterday. Arduino is one of the microcontrollers, and one of the best microcontrollers that are very easy to use. Okay, they have a lot of digital pins. They have a lot of analog pins where you can connect multiple devices, as you can see here. You can see all these holes and all that. You can see all this. This thing may look too complex. Like I said, this is why it's not for us right now. But we have kids. I think I will share a video of some kids that are able to build a smart light. I will share that video on our group, whereby the kids just clap and the smart lights turn on by itself. I'll share that video on the group so we all see that it's possible. So you don't like I see that it's only some kids that can learn it. No, you all can learn it. Okay, you all can learn it. So that's that. How many minutes do I have left to the end of this call? Okay, I still have a little time. So now we also have resistors. I'm not going to dive into the resistors. Why? Because resistors are it's going to take a lot of our time. I will literally have to use like more than 2 hours just to teach people how resistors work, because this is a key factor when it comes to robotics. Resistors are what restricts the flow of current. So if the current is too much, it reduces it. It doesn't stop the flow, no, but it reduces the flow of the current so that it doesn't explode your components. Okay, so hold on. Please, if you're following me, can you give me thumbs up, reactions, and all that? Let me follow about following me, because I think it's been a while I asked that question. Okay. Don't worry. I'm still going to accept questions very soon. All right. So that's that. Now, so that's what resistor does. Okay. So now we have this is just we set up on this how to install the Arduino, because it's a software, right? You write the code on your computer. It's a programming language. Now, Arduino programming language. Arduino understands. I cannot go and write print open brackets. It's like I wrote print in hello world in Python. I can't do the same thing, the same way, the same syntax for Arduino. Arduino have his own way of printing hello world. Okay, so it's a text-based programming language as well as a block-based programming language. But for this thing, we're looking at the text-based, which is it's a combination. Arduino is a combination of C and C++ programming language. You see why I say it's advanced? It's a combination of two didactic, or didactic is too big. It's two big programming languages, two hefty programming languages. So you need to have a little understanding of both programming languages, but you don't need to. It's not a must that you must get the two of them. If you can learn Arduino, you are good to go. Okay, you literally have an idea on both programming languages. I'm an embedded system developer as well. I build, like I said, we build projects like that. So this is how to install the software. It's not so much. We're not installing this until when we get to that stage. Okay, so this is this is how the interface looks like. This is how the interface looks like. I'm going to zoom in so we can see it clearly. So this is how the interface of Cohort looks like, of the Arduino. Yeah, Arduino also have an online platform as well. So those of you thinking that how would I have phones, how are we going to go about it? You can also write your codes online. Okay, you can also write your codes online. All right, so that's that. Okay, should I pause now? Okay, these are some components. Yeah, these are some components that you can use. These are some components you can see. This is the Arduino board. This is not a resistor, please. The person that designed this made a mistake. It's not a resistor. This is an alarm for a smart alarm system. And which other components? You can see many components you can use. This is a resistor, please. This is a resistor. Okay. So you have a lot of components that you can use to build. You have wires, jumper wires, and these wires are what you use to connect your Arduino components together to your Arduino board and your breadboard. Now, the breadboard is where you connect your components to for easy connectivity. Okay, so when we are going to go intensive on I'm going to talk about this ohm slow, so you know how to calculate your resistors. All right, I think I should just stop for today so that I don't go too far and too deep that we'll never be able to understand. Let me attend to questions now. So please, if you enjoyed today's class, can you give me thumbs up or some happy reactions if you enjoyed today's class? And if you didn't enjoy today's class, give me thumbs down. David, you already give me thumbs up. I've never said if you didn't enjoy, you already give me thumbs down. What happened? Please, if you enjoyed today's class, give me thumbs up. I want to see thumbs up. I want to know that I enjoyed the class. Thank you very much. Good. David. Okay, David, why did you drop thumbs down before? What happened? David, are you confused? Please decide whether thumbs or thumbs down. All right, so let's attend to questions. If you have questions, give me questions on your in-call message right away. I am going to start asking questions now. All right, I think I stopped somewhere around here. Okay, let me stop sharing my screen. Please, your questions is what I need now. Please drop your questions. We have less than 10 minutes. I want to use 10 minutes to answer these questions. Excuse me, sir. Is a couple people are not aware of the link. Okay, a couple people are not aware of the link change. Oh, the reason why we always change the link is so that people will just join. We use changing links so people will be able to that this is link. I always share the link, updates on the link on the group. So don't worry, for those of you that those are unable to join, they can as well watch the recorded video, but it's so unfortunate. If I use now, this is the problem I have with links. If I had used that link shortener I used, I'll be fired at that people were saying that is scam and all that, so that we should be careful, should not click. If I had used that link shortener, I can use that link for maybe I will just name it abify.syz/group2 free coding class, and you will just know that link is the only link you will use throughout the whole these three sessions. All I need to do just to be updating the Google Meet link and putting it inside there, editing it and all you just click on that group 2. But all you all said, or not you all, some people said the link is not secured, so I rest my case there. So please, I'm sorry, but maybe I will try that next time. Okay, I'll try that next time. All right, so moving on. What's the question? Python is programming language that lets you work quickly and integrate system more effectively. Okay, thank you, Ojoma. Good job, teacher. Thank you very much for that remark. What should we call it? What should we call what? Okay, please, I don't understand your question. What should we call what? Meaning of interactive mode. Okay, I've answered the question, Olaide. Please put on the income message. My question has been answered if I've answered your question. Okay, excuse me, sir. Okay, I've answered that already. So I got it. Okay. Olaide, please give me that message that I've answered your question. What should we call it? Please, Olamide, I don't understand what should we call it. Sir, your class was fun. Thank you very much for that feedback. Please, sir. What was the assignment again? I'll put the assignment on the WhatsApp group. Titi Layo, I don't understand at all. Please, I don't understand at all is not a question. I need to know what you don't understand so I can be able to help you. Okay. Thank you very much, Ojoma, once again for your sweet response on that. I've seen that assignment. What assignment? What about Alexa? Alexa, exactly. Alexa and Siri. Now, all these things are, should I say, they are embedded into mobile devices, right? I know most of us already know that. I mean, even Google Speak, that you say hello Google, those kind of things. Now, these things are, should I say, I'm not talk more on it, but they are more or less like a robot. They are artificial intelligence, AI. Okay, and AI falls under the category of robotics. Okay, they are AIs. Someone even answered the questions. Thank you very much. It's okay. They are AIs. Okay, so what is Arduino? Very interesting class. What's Arduino? Arduino is a programming language you use to write, you use to code robots. Okay, and just that's basically what it is. Basically. Okay, Olamide, I've answered your question. Okay, I'm going down. I hope I'm not seeing. I hope I'm not coming again. I will put the assignment on the group. What does IDE mean? IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. Why IDLE stands for Integrated Learning Environment. How did you get the block coding? Please, I don't understand what you mean by how do you get the block coding, Theophilus. Please, can you help on your question? What is the name of the app you use? What app exactly? Olukule, what am I talking about? I didn't get the class. I came late. Okay, Gabriel Patience, please, if you understand the class, can you watch the video? The recording will be available to you. Sir, is it better to learn Python than Scratch? They are both the simplest programming languages. Okay, they are both the simplest programming languages. Don't worry, we're going to go into that. For Python, I don't understand what you mean by Python. When are we see the video? You know, I sent the video earlier yesterday. So most likely tomorrow we're able to get that. I just hope that we're able to get lights tonight, so I can be able to work on the videos. And because okay, that's that. I don't want to talk much about the generator. Okay, so sir, if I want to use another device to join the meeting, how will I do it? Please message me privately for that, Mr. Titler Edwards. Message me privately. I don't want to explain that on call. Okay, what is the assignment? Is it better to learn Python? I've answered that. I didn't know it's an open source. Okay, I think someone just googled this. Debbie, you just googled this and copied and pasted it here. Thank you for that, but that is basically it as well. Okay, I tried joining, I couldn't. Okay, but you're on the call now. How do you install Python thing on your phone? I said for those of you using mobile device, you can either go to Play Store, but I don't really trust the ones on Play Store because a lot of developers are quack. They just develop rubbish and put there just to make money. So that's why I always like to use the online platform. Okay, which I know is secure. So I send the link. I'll send the link to the comment message as well. Okay, meaning of interactive mode. Please watch the video for that. Can I install Arduino on phone? No, you cannot install Arduino on phone. You can use the online platform for that. Okay, what app are you using for Python? For David, please, I don't understand your question. What do you mean by what app I use for Python? I'm using for those of you using a mobile phone, you're using the online platform. David, if you're using a laptop, maybe a Windows operating system or an iOS, you have to watch the video that I sent to the link. What is Python? And this is the beginning of the class. Please, you have to watch the video. Okay, so I don't think there's any other question I can see here. Okay, please, is there another question? Is there another question? Anybody? If there's no question, give me thumbs up. No question, give me thumbs up. If you enjoyed today's class, once again, give me celebration emoji. New to this class, I really enjoyed this. Thank you. I don't know what that person is saying. All right, so I'm going to do the assignment on the call. on the WhatsApp group, as well as I'm going to open the group for us to give our remark on the lessons from day one. So please and please, I really appreciate us because that will help us. Like I said, will help us to do better and serve you better. Okay, Oladipo, I don't understand what you're saying. No. Like, give me thumbs down. I'm confused. What's that other person? I don't see the name. I couldn't see the name. I couldn't get the name. Okay, Olamide, thank you very much. Ajibo, thank you very much. Beautiful, beautiful. Choma, what is it? If you not, why you give me thumbs down? Please give me the reason why I give me thumbs down in the income message. Give me your reason of thumbs down, please. Use the income message to give me your reason of thumbs down. I look forward for the next one. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. All right. So I don't want this. I guess there's no other question. Let me check. I guess there's no other question. I have learned a lot. I love that I have learned a lot. I love that I have learned a lot. Okay. Choma, once again, I said if you give me thumbs down, please give me the reason. We're about to end the class now. If speak now or forever hold your peace, please. Speak now on the income message. Why you're giving us thumbs down? All right. All right. Tisi Layo, you are finally giving me a good remark. Thank God, do. Okay. All right. I love this class. Beautiful. 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 Debbie. Debbie, you gave a good remark. I give me thumbs down. I don't understand. I'm confused. I'm confused, Debbie. What's happening? All right, so that's all. Let's wrap it up. So thank you very much once again for joining us. To see you tomorrow. Please, parents, like I said, do well to join us in our classes so that we encourage your child to participate and all that. So tomorrow is going to be the last day. I would really love all parents to join us tomorrow. Okay. Remember, share the link to friends and families so that they can join and benefit from it. Don't be the only one benefiting from all this. Okay. Don't be the only one benefiting from it. Share it so that your friends can also join. Okay. All right. So that'll be all. See you all tomorrow.